Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's your boy Doc. It's your boy Doc with DLD After Doc. All right, so there's been a wee little bit of mischief, and we're going to discuss it this evening. All right. Okay, so first, let's say hello to bro. I just got it last night. Jake the Great for the win. Thank you, and I got you. I could probably shoot it over tonight. So it was funny because I was communicating with the person there, and they were like, "Bro, it didn't come. It didn't come. I don't know what to tell you." And then I grabbed the bag of like packages, and it was in there. So um, yeah, I got you. Um, Shenanigans. It's all shenanigans, and the darkness is spreading. Super manly. You seem super manly. Yeah. So thank you, Jake the Great. I appreciate. Actually, matter of fact. I got that joint right here with that BWE firearms and parts, tactical pack. You know, it's important to rock that tactical ish pack on. It actually kind of sits like right where Hoff's tactical ish pack sits as well. Um, so we are going to get into it this evening. Um, It's been an interesting sequence of events. I'm not gonna lie. It's been crazy. The sky is falling. Too many choices says that the sky is falling, and we all know that if too many choices says that the sky is falling, then all of you guys have to, you know, run around and say that the sky is falling as well, or ignore it like the story. But we'll see. Works out great for both sides. So I'm sure a lot of you know that there's been a lot of reports on, and let me back up before I start because I know, the folks out there with short attention spans are only going to be looking for information. Um, Hang on 1 second. My apologies. Oh, look at that. Y'all aren't really going to be able to tell what it is, but boom! Seems to be cleaned up a little. Um, okay, so a lot of you know that today a lot of information was dispersed into the world of the internet. And we all know that the world of the internet is very, very unforgiving. You are only as good as your last video. I've learned that. Kimad, Armitage, what's up, brother? I didn't even go through and say what's up to y'all. My bad. Somebody nuke that twad bucket that's Vun dash FYI. Maybe need some more mods. I'm here. What I miss? John Rice, what's up, man? Sport Brand with the mad drama. Dirt McGirt with the Chinamemba. Tack pack says Dirt McGirt. OP, don't install Y. What else did I miss? Joe Morris, what's up, brother? Um, Gerchop says that the dysentery broke out in his pod. So I'm beginning to think that he actually is watching us from prison. I'm not going to lie. I said it before several times jokingly, and I think he actually is PWEDCing an old burner phone. But no matter what, we love you. So, DLD's nuts. Toy Town Inc. What's up, man? Man Against the Masses. What up? What up? What up? OB Sport Brand Gear Chop, Man Against the Masses, Toy Town Inc. We have here a little bit. Jesus Christ, Gerchop, Gerchop, Gerchop. Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy, I noticed in another live stream you said F the glowies. I am guessing that you were talking about actual glowies and not us because that just wouldn't make sense. Um, yeah, I don't know. I was hurt. I was hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I was hurt. Um, I was like, bro, I that's doesn't make sense. He's got to be talking about glowies. Like, I don't think people understand the difference between glowies and our community, the glowies. Like, you know, he said, yeah, definitely not us. I like that you said us. Ah, okay. All right. So here's the deal. Um, Let me start off with what happened. Then I will go right into, and then somebody can drop a comment after the live stream that says 6 minutes and 30 seconds is when the information starts. Um, yeah, and then I will go in and inject my opinion as well. What's up, Band Talk? Thirsty Colt V2. What's up, brother? Agorizer. We're the glowies. Yeah, people don't understand the glowies. They don't understand stuff like that. Ooh, but more on that later. You can see I'm getting back to myself. I'm probably at like a good 85%, which is good. Texas Bullet, Chinamemba, Chinamemba, Christian Constitutionalist. Nice, man. I like that name. That's dope. So yes, Christian Constitutionalist. I will hit on that as well. I want to give the information first. I'm going to show a couple videos, and then I'm also Chrome Guru. Welcome back, brother. Heath Chinamemba. Flying Rich says Doc. Okay, so let me correct that. The people will have to go back and say 7 minutes and 30 seconds is when the information starts. So here's what happened. A lot of information came out saying that FRT, the force reset trigger, was rated that, excuse me, that Big Daddy Unlimited, wide open firearms, wide open technologies, whatever the actual company name is, um, was rated as well, and that not only stock inventory was taken, but customer information was taken as well. But Big Daddy Unlimited basically said, and I'm saying what was said right now. Okay, so I am not reporting on this. I'm not a reporter. I don't report. So eat it. Um, Dark, you don't acknowledge me anymore. I feel, bro, Kimball. I didn't even see you, dog. Good to see you. You got to remember that they only show me top chat number one because it's StreamYard, and number two, sometimes it goes fast, and I'm trying to focus on the meat and taters. Everybody, show Kimball some love in chat. We all need some love every now and then. Um, hold on, y'all get me hype. Invader Zip, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Great news. We'll be having Invader Zip on the show the following Saturday. I believe the date is the 22nd. I also have a special guest coming up on this coming up Saturday, too. Okay, so there were reports on the force reset trigger, and I'm so sorry, I'm drawing a blank on the company name of the force reset trigger. The owner slash lawyer currently fighting the case is Lawrence DeMonico, of whom I have respect for. What's up, Matt Schoen? And I honestly got to say that I have respect for the way that he's been handling things and fighting, because that's exactly what this is. We are in a fight, and 8 minutes. Thank you, Anthony Smith. Um, we're in a fight, and this is this is what we do. The focus is freedom and independence, and the only way we can get there and stay there is through firearms, skills, tools, tactics, and all that shit. So, hear me out. So after this is all reported on, a lot of people get their information from Crump. What's up, Divinity Guitars? And I think there's a little bit of confusion because in this case, it wasn't just Crump that reported on it, right? And it wasn't everyone that trickled down from Crump. A lot of people gave him credit, but from what was stated, Right or wrong, what was stated was that both companies were rated. Okay. And that Big Daddy Unlimited basically said, fuck off when they asked for customer information. Now, the truth about customer information is that, excuse me, is that they can't they can't completely hide everything from the Alpha Tango Foxtrot boys. You know, they can only do so much, right? Because even if they say, you know, this is a hill I'm willing to die on, I am standing on this. I am not giving any transactional information. I'm not giving any customer information. You can, you know, take a hike. Then they say, okay, great. We're going to go to your credit card processor or, you know, authorize.net or stamps.com or whatever. They will get warrants and find the customer information, you know, in some manner, some capacity. They will do it because they're a bunch of dickheads that think that they can create their own fiat law without any legislation or act of Congress because that's who they are. They create law with letters of opinion. So, you know, fall in line, guys. Um, and though I don't believe that Crump would ever act out of integrity and do something for views or clicks or credit or anything, he is saying that you know, even though well, you know what? Let me roll a video. All right. So basically, uh, everyone started coming out, Guns and Gadgets, Johnny B, obviously Crump, saying rare breed firearms was rated and rare breed, that's what it is, sorry. Rare breed firearms was rated and that Big Daddy Unlimited, wide open technologies, triggers was rated as well. And this was the response from Lawrence DeMonico, which I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys. And of course, fair use and all that stuff and blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's a 2 minute and 43 second. He does give John Crump a little bit of a lashing at the end, so just to throw that out there. But here we go.
I'm going to make this video quick, throw it out there, let you know where things stand. The socials are on fire. Everybody talking about raids. I can't speak for any of the other companies. I've heard the same rumors as well, but I can speak for us. Rare Breed Triggers has not, I repeat, has not been raided. We have not given up any information to the ATF or DOJ. Zero. We haven't given up any information. No customer information, no sales information, no information at all. And that's that. Now, a little bit of background. I was going to wait a week or two to update everybody with this information. But when the last case was dismissed, we submitted a tremendous amount of evidence to the ATF requesting reconsideration. A tremendous amount of written evidence.
Thanks for coming on the show, Lawrence.
Letters,
Thank you so much for coming.
Video evidence. And we have been waiting for the ATF to respond.
Hank McCormick, that's great.
We have sent additional correspondence to them saying, hey, are you going to respond? And crickets. Now, after today's news, it's obviously very concerning. We will probably be filing a new lawsuit, no longer wait anymore for them to respond and just file a new lawsuit within days. So, recap. We haven't been raided. No information has been turned over to the ATF or DOJ. And we're probably going to file a new lawsuit within days. So, there's that. And for Mr. John Crump, you should be ashamed of yourself for putting out the information that you have put out. Completely inaccurate. I don't know if you're just looking for clickbait or if you're intentionally trying to light a fire in the community, but you're not doing the community any good. You could have reached out to us and asked for a comment. You could have reached out to us and asked for me to confirm your information, especially when you say you've got a source. Not okay, dude. Not okay. So that should put it to rest, guys. If you've got questions, put them in the comments below. I'm probably not going to get too far in the weeds addressing questions about the specific legalities, but I'll do my best. All right, guys, take care.
Lawrence, thanks so much
Mr.
for coming on the
President, these are
show.
the toughest
I
questions I could
appreciate
possibly
that.
ask you. Tell me
I'm
one
totally
good thing Joe
joking.
Biden
That
has.
was not him in real life. That was just a video that I took from Rena May. So thank you. Yeah, so a few different things. Number one, I do not know of any other time that John Crump has come out and intentionally fed incorrect information for the purpose of his channel or for the purpose of clickbait or whatever. And I don't think he ever would. Granted, I've gotten to know him on more of a personal level than most people have. Uh, Chuck Norris Gun Club says they should challenge each other to a dance off. I think that that would be the most epic way to handle this. Um, but who said what first? So apparently, well, so that's what we're talking about. Come out in PLA. Welcome to the show, by the way. Um, Crump is part of the large PP gang. That there's no doubt about that. And I would like to also take this moment to show you Crump's response. Now, excuse me. So that could also be it, Christian. Yeah, that's an excellent point. I'm trying not to speculate. I mean, in my heart of hearts, I want to say, what could have happened is this. What could have possibly happened is this. What I think happened is this. But it's so difficult to say, and Lord knows that. Dude, this is getting way out of hand in some of the comments. Crump isn't putting out bad info. Exactly. He was given information from sources that he believed were to be valid, that were valid consistently in the past. And in my humble opinion, John Crump would never put out anything for the purpose of the channel. And honestly, between us, Crump doesn't have to do this shit. Crump doesn't have to do YouTube. Crump doesn't have to do the motherfucker's rich, right? He doesn't give a fuck about clicks. He does this shit because he's in the fight. And I don't want it to reflect negatively on, the view of him in the community. I know it will, right? And like I said, you're only as good as your last bit of information. But he is a good person. He is a person of integrity, and I don't believe that he would ever do anything to, intentionally do anything like that. Now, would have Lawrence DeMonico had even responded if Crump reached out for a comment? I don't know. We've seen Lawrence DeMonico go on TFB TV. We've seen him go on a bunch of different channels and do, um, you know, and here's an open invitation to Lawrence DeMonico to come on the channel, even Whisper Tactical to come on the channel as well. Anybody else out there, because this is just a conversation, right? We're talking about something that is fluid, something that is open, something that's developing, and whatever. So. Um, Part of the divide and conquer agenda. Yeah, it could be it. Or like someone else mentioned, it could have been another thing. Maybe they know that they have sources in the ATF that's giving out information, so they're trying to smoke them out, right? Maybe they shared that specific info with one particular division or branch, or who knows? I mean, this could be way more nefarious than we could ever think. JST Supply, welcome, by the way. Crump doesn't do this for the views. He does it for the love of freedom and journalism. Thank you. Lawrence seems like a good dude too, but Crump isn't attacking him directly. Yeah, I agree, and it's definitely gotten out of hand, and that's why I wanted to bring the information out so it can just be addressed, and also speak on Crump's behalf that he is a person of integrity. He's a good person, and I'm not like a Crump apologist, right? If uh, if I believe that somebody would nefariously or maliciously, put out info just recklessly for their own benefit, then I would have no problem saying it at all. But um, that's not the case here, and I would be willing to put everything on the line and bet everything that he would never do anything like that. Um, love the crump, love the crump. Okay, and by the way, the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other videos of all accurate information that all of these YouTubers have gotten from Crump has it never had any backlash as well. It's barely even gotten any appreciation. People go out and take his information and put it out there and don't even give him, credit for it. Um, but anyway, so this is Crump's response. Now, hold on, y'all, because I'm gonna have to mute my headset so it doesn't echo. Hang on.
Okay, my video from earlier is down. I am taking it down until I get definitive proof. I do have uh, three independent sources that verified everything. It might be a semantics going on, but I wasn't the only journalist that had it, and I wasn't the only person on YouTube that had it. So just give me a couple days until I get the docs, which I am promised are coming, and then we'll go from there. All right, thanks, guys.
So I personally kind of feel like that was a genuine response, and Texas Bullet says, "I'm still proud of my crump tattoo." Yeah. So I do think that he's being genuine, and I think that he's first off a person that's just trying to get clicks and views isn't going to take down their video, right? And he's also saying that he's being given documents from the individuals that gave the information to him as well. And yeah, so I don't think he would ever maliciously do anything, and I stand behind Crump 100%. And I honestly, like I said, have a lot of respect for Lawrence DeMonico as well. And we need to remember that like these are people that are all in the fight, right? These are people that are all about the cause, and these are people that are sadly kind of being like, pushed against each other and fighting. Like, bro, you know, are people allowed to be wrong? Are people allowed to make mistakes? Um, in this day and age, I guess not. So all the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos that are, out there as a result of Crump's journalistic integrity now don't matter because of something, whatever it is, whether the ATF is trying to smoke out a rat to see, what information was delivered to who and where, and or whatever it is. I don't know. But again, I'll say that I do not believe that Crump did anything maliciously or intentionally. And yeah, that's uh, that's all I got to say about that. Um, now, something somebody said in here I wanted to address. Hang on. No, this is the internet. All mistakes are proof of your malicious behavior. Exactly. You got it. They're for sure trying to flush out the source. Yeah, that's something I thought of too. But here's the other thing. Is it too far fetched to think that, information was given and they're talking about forced reset triggers, FRT, forced reset triggers, and then they may have been exclusively talking about BDU and WOT, which again, I don't have proof that um, Skinny Dark seems to have more stamina and fire. Now, I'm just kind of fired up about it because of the situation and just everything. And the end is near. Beware. What's up, brother? Rare breed plus bloody steak effing. Bloody steak. um, the way I see it is raid is a very powerful word. Um, it's also possibly semantics, right? Did they just get visited, or was information put out, like we said, to flush out a rat in the ATF, which I know they have several, or did somebody say we are going to raid these forced reset triggers, and we're going to these locations to raid them for forced reset triggers. And it could have been exclusively about Big Daddy Unlimited or Wide Open Triggers, Wide Open Technologies, Wide Open Firearms, whatever the actual company name is. And then somebody said, "Oh snap! You know, Rare Breed and WOT, BDU, whatever is getting rated," when it may have just been about BDU or excuse me, or the Wide Open Triggers. I don't know. I also don't have any information about a letter um, specifically for the Wide Open Trigger from the ATF. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I'm just saying that I know, obviously, we've all seen the letter from the. I know there's like 9 companies, which is which. Yeah, I know. Um, Tired Dark was attempting to fight off the virus. This is Dark without the virus. It's, believe it or not, it's still in me. Can you believe that? It is still in me. I don't know. The feds could have done this knowing the negative reaction some would have towards John and turn little bits of the community against him. It could, yeah, it could. It could totally be a psyop. Who knows? Um, Rogue Banshee, what's up, brother? I don't know if you can tell back there. Hold on. You see back there on that little bleeder pack up there? You see I got your I got your 2 patches, man. I appreciate that. And I have a very special patch for you, my friend. Um okay, so that's the situation with that. That's all I know of. I am not going to sit here and say that I have, you know, I trust Crump more than Rare Breed, something fishy. Yeah, I mean, could something fishy be going on? Absolutely. Who knows? I'm not, going to say anything negative about the company or the guy. Like I said, I honestly have a lot of respect for the way that he's handled the whole situation, Lawrence DeMonico, and I think he's got brass freaking balls. And yeah, I mean, I got respect for it. I saw both WOT and RBT products on the shelf at the gun shops. Nice Picasso on the wall, bro. Thanks, man. You know it's legit. Crump doesn't do meth. Not sure about the other guy. Wow. I cannot confirm or deny either case. I apologize. But here's the thing. Yeah, in Chuck Norris Gun Club, you nailed it. The feds lie to everyone involved, and we never know what it is. Are they trying to smoke out a rat? Are they trying to see what information came from who, where, when, and all that? It could be. Or it could just be simply a mistake. It could be semantics. Maybe they were just visited with a knock on the door and a conversation was had, and then maybe BDU was rated, and then maybe WOT was rated, and all their um, you know products were seized, and apparently somebody said that a receipt was provided, and I don't know. I don't have any of the information. I'm just saying what happened. That's it. Too Many Choices says, I'd never buy a $400 trigger that the AFT has openly called a machine gun, but more power to the guys that want it, just like the AKC, I'll call it. Oh, buy the trigger with a prepaid credit card and send it to your least liked neighbor. Oh man, yeah, that's interesting. Brass balls and a crisp lisp. I haven't noticed. I haven't noticed. Is Dark ever going to get that printer running? You know what? I don't think I can get that printer running. And honestly, I had another viewer that said they're sending me a printer. And once I get that, I'll send that printer to anybody that is more mechanically or technologically inclined than I am. And you can take it and work on it. And by the way, that printer was given to me by Dr. Crump himself. I'm just kidding. By John Crump himself. So, do you know the first 10 amendments were ratified to begin with? Do you know why the first 10 amendments were ratified to begin with? If you start a war to replace Constitution, what would you replace it with? I'm not sure I understand the question. Maybe it was a warning from a leak, or if so, maybe the warning was to destroy records. You know, I I was talking to somebody else, and they were like, "What if lines were crossed, and what if information got out that was like they're going to get raided?" That would be that'd be bad. Well, it'd be hilarious if it stops a raid. But yeah, that's crazy. Um, Given with the five-finger discount. At this point, it's easier to line up the third. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Not gonna go with that one. Sorry. Love you, Luminous. The GG3s are going for 2400. Crump has a new 5-minute long video. All right. Well, you know the words I need to hear. And I would do the same thing if Lawrence DeMonico put out a new 5-minute long video. Um, oh, okay. This is hold on. This is gonna get spicy, y'all. Man, how does this happen, bro? All right, so 5-minute video. So buckle up and get your favorite fish taco. If you know what that's from, please type it in the comments and let's get started. It's
Okay,
titled "I
guys.
Was Set Up and
I
It
know I
Was My
just dropped the
Fault."
video, but it looks like BDU is now saying they weren't rated either, which
What
makes me
the?
think that I got burned pretty damn bad. I got honeypotted. I'm going. I don't know if my sources are the ones that got honeypotted or not, or it was just me. But yeah, I got honeypotted pretty damn well by known ATF sources. Right now, I'm going to take everyone at their word and apologize that I'm going to implement some better verification processes. Not all my sources are burned, just 3, which is not fun, but yeah, I am not sure if they were in on it or not. I will find out, but it looks like the ATF was honeypotted. It looks like I ruffled enough feathers. So I will be taking a little break from reporting leaks. I will pass it on to other people to verify it. But right now, all I gotta say is I am sorry to the community. I am sorry to Rare Breed. I am sorry to Big Daddy Unlimited. I was honeypotted pretty damn well with 3 different sources. Um, so I think yeah, think they flipped. This is crazy.
Damn.
It's insane. The amount of work that it would be for someone to put in to actually do this is insane. That is that's really insane to me that they would do. I mean, just the amount of money that it would cost. I mean, this is fake documents. This is fake everything. I'm not gonna even edit this video. I mean, it's just feel horrible. My credibility was everything, and I was set up hardcore on this. All right. I'm out. Not sure when I will make another like video. Maybe just do my shot show. Come on, stuff. Come on, kind of obligated to do that.
Poll in the chat. Was
And
it the
just sit
sources or
back
the ATF?
and not cover leaks for a while. I am so sorry for everything, but I mean, I had the documents. Yeah.
It's all right, Crump. We love you,
I
Crump.
had documents. I had everything. Yeah. This is
Everybody
I
show some love
apologize
for
to
Crump in
Mr.
the chat.
DeMarco all over Reed and BDU and everything else. I got honeypotted big time. They set me up, and I don't know if I'm going to recover from this. Yeah, I mean, because these aren't forged. I'm not going to get into it, but it was an op. And unfortunately, sometimes that happens. All right.
Okay. So after watching that, what I see is somebody in disbelief, somebody that's flabbergasted, somebody that is speechless, and honestly, I'm kind of torn. I don't know. Like was mentioned earlier, was this? What's up, Savinity Guitars? My bad, I forgot to say what's up to you earlier. Anthony Smith, P38 Wilbur, Truth Seeker. What up? Um, we are going to hit the GG3 tonight too. So it could have been the ATF trying to smoke out sources, right? Um, and look to see who is giving information to investigative journalists. But you guys also have to understand that like Crump isn't just like a journalist, right? Like when he went to the ATF table at a local gun show and introduced himself, the ATF officers put down a card and said, "We are not allowed to talk to you directly. Here's a department that you need to speak to." Like they know who he is. They are monitoring him, and I could definitely see this being some type of honeypot, either to burn him or to smoke out and possibly burn these sources, or if one source was turned and then they burned two other sources. I don't know what happened. Let me just start by saying that I don't know what happened. Somebody nuke that Mythic Books listen through, you dirtbag. Coming up in my chat, putting links and shit. Yeah, but I mean, what I see is genuine, and I think this is like his sources don't know each other. I don't know. I mean, they may not. I don't know. Um, I think it could be the fact that they want to take him out, discredit him, reduce the size of his following, because his following has grown from 3,000 to almost 20,000 subscribers in a very short amount of time because the information that he gives out is generally very good and is generally very accurate. And yeah, I mean, I feel bad for him, man, because he puts so much hard work into um to make me drop a link. I'll do it. um yeah, I mean, I I feel bad for him. And I hate to say that I feel bad for Crump, but he's a good dude, a great dude. And I don't think he did anything malicious. I just think that this is something that happened for whatever reason. I don't know. Was ATF finally doing some work? Were they finally, working inside their own department to figure out who the rats are? Were they very carefully trying to honeypot him to squash him and discredit him? Uh, I don't know. That's it's crazy. It's kind of hard for me to even comprehend. Usually when things happen, I can sit back and I can be like, okay, here's what people are saying happened. Here's what it looks like happened. And here's between these two things what I believe what happened based on my observations and based on information that I collect. Um, in this case, I can literally only guess. I don't know. But I mean, I feel bad for everybody involved. I feel bad for Crump. I feel bad for Lawrence. I think it's Demonico. I feel bad for BDU, Wide Open Triggers, because this looks like straight up op. It looks like some bullshit. Yeah, well, it's been reported that there were no raids. But again, who knows? Tomorrow there may be other videos out with more information. Watch the ATF put a video out. Oh my god! Or watch like Firearms Unknown put a video out. Oh, that would be hilarious. But see, too many choices. We don't know, right? Because if we went off of what was said before, we would think that was accurate. If we're going off of what Lawrence Demonico and what BDU is saying, then we would think that's accurate. But I don't know. All we can discuss is what was reported. One source fucked up. Okay. Two sources fuck up. You and people have been turned. Three sources fuck up. Burn the hard drive. So yeah. I mean that is straight up an operation. Life lessons all around. Yeah. I will say that I, regardless of how much of a clusterfuck this is, I applaud Crump for coming out and immediately when he found out what happened, he took down the video. Well, immediately when he was told uh, evidence to the contrary, he took down his video. He recorded another video saying, "Hey, sorry, this is just what I was told. It was the information that I was given, and I'm going to do some more digging into it and looking into it, get more documents and whatever." And then he found out that he was smoked out, that he was honestly, the fuck. Honestly, I would say likely targeted by the ATF because that's what they do. Because they are dirty ass snakes that are running around trying to make this bullshit fiat law through letters and opinions. This is ridiculous. Disrupt and disorient it all. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, I missed what you said. DEA is the most fun, best drugs. Yeah, they get them for free, so we should all go fill out applications for the ATF. That's awesome. I saw somebody posted a comment that said John Crump referred to the ATF as the AFT. Who would ever take real advice from him. It's like, bro, you realize that's a meme, that's a joke, right? Everyone send a positive IG message. I just did. Yeah, I mean that'd be great if we all could show him some love, man. Because a lot of you guys may not know, but he recently had a situation a few months back that was pretty damaging when it comes to sources. And that's the thing, man. Sources, from what I've seen with like him working and other people, like they're just people, right? They flip. They get coerced. They get pinned into a corner. I mean, I have seen recordings of ATF meetings on video, right? Like these sources are in there risking everything to get information out to the public because they're fucking patriots. And to then see like them flip like that, I mean, you gotta imagine, like, think of being that individual. And I always say it like this, people are always like, "Man, I would never snitch on you, bro. I would never snitch on you. Like, I'm your ride or die. Like, me and you, dog, me and you." Until they're handcuffed to a table for 72 hours. So I could see that if there were sources, which the ATF would consider rats or snitches or whatever, um, you know, I uh, I think that once those dudes get handcuffed to a table and are about to lose employment, their dignity, and everything, because no matter what we do, we all have one of these with us, right? Like, you could be a snitch all you want. You got one of these, you're gonna get burned. Oh, good thing I didn't turn that around. Um, yeah, so that's all I got to say on that. I mean, to do a quick recap, information got out, and the information didn't just get out to Crump. Um, Guns and Gadgets reported on it separately, and other people did videos that also reference Crump's videos. So he did kind of drive the train in in these situations. And then Lawrence DeMonico came out with a video, which I don't know what it is, but I cannot tell which channel is actually his, because I guess he's just allowing people to take and post his content. Um, I mean, damn, if that's the case, I'd be glad to take and post your content too, sir. Um, but he put out a video saying we were not raided. Um, Nothing was given to the ATF or the DOJ. And John Crump, how dare you? Which I think, looking at his response, it was an honest mistake. And obviously, John Crump turned around and took down the video and posted another video saying that he was going to do some more research and get some more information, and requested additional documents. And then half an hour later, came out with a 5.5 minute long video that says basically he was honeypotted, he was smoked out, and who knows why, right? That's why it's a large operation. Same leakers have been pulled into an operation, guns and gear, and many probably had the same inside person. You know what? That's probably true. And, they're honestly, think of these fools, right? Um, yeah, everybody needs a burner phone and a de Googled burner phone. Jared with guns and gadgets, is strange to hear him saying that BDU was raided if they didn't, as I thought he was working with them on the side like a month ago. Seems he would have good sources. Yeah, honestly, it seems like this was a very intentional operation. and I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'd love to hear taser, taser, taser. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think it is. If it's the ATF trying to smoke out rats, if it's by the rats being sources, right? In their eyes, they're rats. Um, if Robert Ribbit Harrison, Chenamemba, Chenamemba, what up? Um, DLD, wait for the big lawsuit coming to these agencies. Yeah, for real. John is getting dogged out on IG. You know what? I think it's important that we remind these people who John Crump is and that John Crump is a person of integrity. And regardless of what happened, like, aren't we all owed forgiveness at some level, at some degree? People on the internet are so unforgiving and so unreasonable, and they're so quick to just type something and saying, like, you fucked up, you ruined this, you're that. Like, bro, whatever happened to, being reasonable? Whatever happened to being caring about someone else? Like, whatever happened to compassion? It's all that shit is gone, man. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody anymore. And that's why constantly, like, and I shouldn't even address this tonight because I wanted to address other shit. Hold on. Ooh. Woo. Sorry, that one wouldn't go down. Didn't have any spit in there. My bad, y'all. Um, yes, you can take off your battle rattle. We're not going to conflict right now. Um, I think it's important that what's up, Dean? The people who are mad are the same ones that took an angle grinder to their trigger 5 minutes after the video was posted. Bro, I couldn't tell you, like, here's the problem, okay? And Dean, that was hilarious. I'm just not in a laughing mood right now. But that was hilarious. Here's the problem. People are not independent thinkers, okay? And if you look at the majority of people in, I hate to say the firearm community because it's so stupid. It's like saying the you know the shovel community or the broom community, and that's why I hate saying that because these are tools, right? These are freedom tools, independence tools. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I was just kind of like bothered by the situation, CNT Designs. Um, but it's number one, stupid as shit to say the firearm community. There are people that own guns or people that don't own guns. It's in the end like the only way for me to communicate this is, to say the firearm community. But hold on. The majority of the people in the firearm community came from where? They came from the left. They came from, you know, a place of neutrality. They came from watching mainstream media. They came from watching the tube or looking on the internet or looking on a newspaper or whatever the fuck. And they're so used to being told what to think. So then they go from this place of being told what to think and what to do and what to act and what to spend their money on to then going into this community on the right, and they become red pilled, and then they're like, oh my god, now I have all these other great people to tell me how to think and what to do and what to purchase and they fall into the same fucking trap that they did when they were on the other side. And a lot of us were on the other side at some point because we were young and dumb, right? But regardless of what side that you're on, and that is purposeful division of our country. This has been an intentional bifurcation of our country to separate the right and the left and the red and the blue and the woke and the not, and all that bullshit is a tactic. It is a tactic. But no matter what, everybody in the gun community suffers the same shit. They are all looking for somebody online, for some YouTuber, for some influencer, for somebody on Instagram or whatever, for them to tell them what to think, for them to tell them what to do, for them to tell them what to purchase. And then when somebody comes up and says, "Oh my God, the FRT is a machine gun," just like Dean said, those are the same people that took a freaking angle grinder to it, like that day, no questions asked. This person told me what to think, so now I'll accept it and act on it. Whatever happened to doing your own research? Whatever happened to being independent? It's gone. It doesn't exist. It is such the minority that it is fucking sickening. Then when we do see independent thinkers and we do see people that are doing their own thing, what happens? These same people fall in line, they idolize them, and they do what the fuck they say without even doing their own research, without even looking on different sides with differing opinions. And then we go and we slam Crump for getting it. Guys, if you think as an individual, if you got information from 3 different people, from 3 different YouTube channels, from 3 different Instagram influencers or whatever the fuck, independently, information 1, information 2, information 3, and it was all the same, you guys would likely believe it too. And it's okay. Like, dude, I fucking love you guys. I thought the same shit. I started calling people. I was like, "Bro, did you hear what happened?" Like, because I know and trust Crump. I know and trust his integrity. I know and trust what he says. And does everybody like should everybody be given an opportunity to be wrong? Yes. Everybody should be granted forgiveness. But no, those same people that went and listened to Crump and then listened to Guns and Gadgets and listened to Johnny B and listened to Reno May and all this shit now go listen to Lawrence DeMonico and Whisper Tactical, and without doing any additional fucking research, they go and they fucking slam Crump. Dude. And I know I came on and all I'm doing is just explaining my observations and I am explaining what the fuck happened? Only tactical fans. That's hilarious. Oh my god, I love your username. Um, sorry, let me woosah for a second, okay? But what I'm saying is that those same people that are saying that, you know, Crump is guilty of whatever fucking internet sins that you guys think is appropriate, you go and do the same thing and you get information from 1 or 2 or 3 people, and then you turn around and you bash somebody else that you just took information that you deemed credible prior. Bro, the days of you getting information, taking it in, like mowing it through your own fucking mind, and then looking up data, looking up other information, looking up sources, and then you know, searching sources to the contrary and then forming your own opinion is fucking dead. Because we don't need to. We don't need to. Because we have YouTubers to listen to. We have fucking smart people that just come on and fucking throw their opinions out there and then boom, that's all they need. That's all they fucking need to hear. all the good he has done for our community, for the freedom community, for the people that are about the cause, truly about the cause. And when I say the cause, for anybody that's saying, oh, Dark is an extremist, I mean the cause of educating others on freedom and independence and the ability to do things like that, like building firearms. Sorry. Dark here is talking about people making mistakes and etc. But yet you can't forgive CRS. We all make mistakes, dude. I I love CRS. CRS is an act like a real personal friend of mine. Oh crap! You're telling me I have to think for myself? I know, but that's gone. Sorry, hang on. Oh damn, that sucks, man. It's all good, brother. I totally understand. Do what you got to do, man. I love you, brother, and I hope it goes well. You got to respect when somebody is humble. You got to respect when somebody is real. You got to respect when somebody is. I mean, you saw the video, man. He was awestruck. He was baffled. How the fuck did this happen to me? And Crump, honestly, and I love you, brother. You're a friend of mine. You're fucking 45 minutes, an hour away, from being okay, sorry, only technical fans. Um from being a neighbor of mine and basically our families have known each other for fucking 3 decades, nearly 3 decades. And this happened to you because you became a target because you were chipping away at the ATF. That's why. That's why this happened. And I would love to get um, Lawrence DeMonico on the channel. I would love to get anybody with real, like, actual information on the channel, because I'm going off of observations, right? Like, I'm interesting. I listened to what Crump had to say. And then I listened to what Lawrence DeMonico had to say, and then I listened to what Whisper Tactical had to say. Then I listened to what Johnny B and Guns and Gadgets and all these guys had to say. Then I sat back and I was like, I wonder what could have happened. I wonder what information I can find. Hmm, here are some of my beliefs. Here's some of my scenarios. That's how this is supposed to go, y'all. I'm taking a break from everything. I went through months of shit with pistol braces and I can't deal with this. So, Crump, here's the deal, brother. Hold on, don't leave yet, Crump. This this is one mistake, okay? And I know what happens. This happens all the time is that you are only as good as your last video. You are only as good as your last piece of information. You are only as good as that one thing, that one mistake, right? But what everybody cannot forget, cannot ever forget, are the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of probably hundreds of thousands of hours of watch time, but thousands of pieces of information, leaks, good, accurate, positive leaks from your sources that have been a positive thing for the community. And no matter what, we can never forget that shit. Ever. I'll say, Crump, I'll stand behind you, I'll defend you. And the fact that you took the path that you did, you took your video down, you published a video saying that you're going to look into it, and then you published another video saying that you got smoked out, you got fucked. You know it's not your fault, and I can tell that you feel bad about the situation, and I can tell that you didn't intend to hurt anybody, and I know you didn't intend to hurt anybody involved. So, you know, we got your back, man. This is um yeah, we're Team Crump, brother. We're Team Crump. And look at all the other shit that he was right on. Look at all the other FOIAs that he's requested that's given us information to give us an edge on the only organization that is completely out of bounds. There you go. We can end it on that. Crump, you were lied to. Happens to the best of us, and we all know how the ATF conducts business. Yeah, he's been right about pistol braces. He's been right about leaks with the ATF with their misappropriation of funds. He's been right about. I mean, go look in his previous videos, man. Like the dude speaks the truth, and I agree. Skip Green. I blame Rich. This is definitely this has Rich all over it. Flying Rich is indeed a Fed. I'm just kidding. I love you, Flying Rich. Yeah, I just same thing happened. Mm, that's a good point. That's one of the things that we mentioned. We were like, what if it wasn't a report? What if it was a warning? And of course, I would never wish anything upon any company. And I've said several times, and I'll say it again, that I respect Lawrence DeMonico and the way that he has handled himself in his business throughout this entire process. Excuse me, throughout this entire process. And I got nothing but respect for him, and I also got nothing but respect for Crump. And yeah, I'm going to stand behind him 100%. He has never given bad information uh, purposefully. Keyboard warrior here, according to a man that shot himself in the foot. The keyboard warrior community gives Crump the benefit of the doubt. Absolutely, because if you look at the ratio of when he has been wrong, or when he is putting out good information, it's clear that he's always given out good information, good leaks, and I'm standing by that. Not just because I know him personally, because you guys got to understand, like this is a person's credibility, this is a person's integrity, and he's sitting there saying that he was put in this position where there's some kind of op, whatever it is, whether the ATF is trying to smoke out sources or rats or whatever, or whether these sources were going against Crump, or or somebody was against him. Whatever the fuck happened, that's out of his hands, man. If he's given what appears to be valid information, I mean, I've done videos and reported on shit with less information than that. Crump's been more right than wrong since I started listening to his reports. Absolutely. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah. Yeah. So since we're on the subject of people in the fight, people that are all about the cause, um, there's been a big development on um, the partially completed receivers, the 80s is whatever you want to call them, because I know this video will get hit immediately if I say too much, but the Ghost Gunner 3, did, Cody Wilson has come out with the 0% receiver, and the Ghost Gunner 3 will now be able to spit out either 80% receivers or 100% receivers, depending on the G code that you're using, um, from a solid block of aluminum. Like it's over. It's over. There's absolutely nothing that the ATF can do. There's absolutely nothing that Giffords and moms that drink wine and complain about guns on the weekend, whatever. There's nothing that they can do unless they outlaw blocks of aluminum. This was the punch to the ATF that was needed from all the people that are involved in the fight, all the people that are involved in the cause of keeping firearms uh, free, right? Keeping, to be fair, 80% arms. Hold on. Sold 0% receivers for a long while. They just didn't sell a tool to mill it. Okay, that's a good point. It's understandable that someone wouldn't expect to be tied up in a counterintelligence operation. Hopefully, now he is fully aware of the fact that, yeah, and that's the other thing is that he did say that he's going to be more careful and keep the cross-referencing shit, um, to make sure he's getting accurate data before he reports on it, and that's respectable, to me. Um, Thomas Hardy, I wish it wasn't 2,500. I'll probably get one eventually. So I agree. I wish it wasn't $2,500, and it's also better than a $150,000 CNC machine. That's definitely a chunk of change, though. 80% triggers. Yeah, the people in Florida are gonna have to start milling out some 80% triggers. Yeah, and it is what, a three-piece lower, and I'll have Cody Wilson back on the show to talk about it, and get him to maybe do a demonstration of sorts. Um, yeah, hang on. Yeah, I'll tag you in. Hold on for 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Thank you, only tactical fans. I appreciate you coming in and checking us out. Thank you and welcome. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. Um, that'd be awesome. Hey, DLD, have you spread to Odyssey yet? I've not. There's so many other platforms, and the only other one that I auto magically post on is Utreon, and I haven't really done anything. I did start a locals account, but I've not been uploading. I've actually not uploaded anything to locals, um, but I do believe that um, locals and whatchamacallit, Utreon are excellent alternatives. Um, I just there's so many different. Sorry, I had to send out an invite to someone. There's so many different types of platforms out there that it's hard to pick one and say, okay, which one is the best one? Which one is actually going to be, free, right? Like, free speech, because every single platform out there says we're going to be a free speech platform, and then they get larger, and then they get other investors, and then they get told what to do, or they go public, and then they change. And like, look at, oh god, this is so sad. Like, look at what YouTube used to be, right? Like, look at the original folks, like everyone that started this shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm on Discord and Keybase and other shit like that, but I'm the GG3 might be pseudo checkmate to the FUAFT, but as long as sellers and suppliers don't practice serious civil disobedience, I don't think it would make much of a difference. Okay, so 100% agree. The only way around this is peaceful. Remember what I'm saying. Actually, hold on. I'm not giving any advice at all. Okay. And if I were talking to myself in the mirror, which I kind of am, I guess, um, isn't it weird that y'all listen to me? I'm literally just yelling at a laptop down here in my gun room. Like, it's kind of crazy. But don't leave. Um, what was I saying? um, oh, peaceful disobedience. That is the first step is peaceful disobedience. The only way to okay, hold on. All right. So Martin Kaminsky, that does need to be addressed. Okay. No one said bug out, right? Nobody was talking about living off of squirrel meat and puddle water. What I was talking about specifically was dressing a wound in the field. Okay. And some people are going to choose to stay at their home and hide and not do anything until it comes on their doorstep. Some people may choose to go out and fight. Some people may choose to not, and that's up to the individual. I would never tell anybody what to do, but I don't I don't want people to get confused with what I'm talking about and things that I say, okay? Are survival tactics helpful and valuable? Yes. Is it helpful and valuable to learn how to dress a wound in the field? The field could be your back fucking yard. Okay? It doesn't mean that you have to be, living out in the wilderness by yourself, right? Just because I think camping is cool. And I discussed, you know, um, I dig squirrel meat and puddle water. Yeah, I mean um but I don't want shit to get confused. Okay? Um yeah, whatever. What's up, Rich? No audio. I think you meant paramount. And that's okay. Being a member of a community, knowing basic skills is paramount. I agree. And understanding how to survive under any circumstance is paramount. Like if you get a wound in the field, or if you get a wound in your basement or your living room or anywhere. I still got no audio. They are a pain to clean up. He said that he was dying to not clean everything up himself. Dark muted Rich just to mess with him. No, I invited him on. Uh, didn't really want to hear him anyway. Dang. No audio. What the hell? That's crazy. Yeah, no, I agree. The only problem is anodizing. I mean, and there are ways you can, protect the aluminum in certain ways. Oh my God, the AFT got Rich's mic. Guys, everybody go make a video right now on YouTube and say the AFT got Rich's mic. And then I'll as the AFT did not get Rich's mic, then you can do another video about it. Hey there.
Was Rich one of Crumpy's sources? No, I was not one of Crumpy's sources, and Crumpy knows better than use me as a source for anything.
Well, I'm glad that I can hear you now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just made a video on that while you were doing your show. So the couple interesting things. So first off, the Ghost Gunner, it's 3 pieces. So you're going to be buying like the threaded buffer tube portion from them, and then you're going to be buying the like trigger guard and portion where the grip goes in because it's threaded. So the
Yeah.
threading operation, first off, the tap for the grip, that's super easy. You can get that anywhere. The frickin', I don't know how many millimeter, 24 millimeter tap that you would need for the buffer tube, that's a frickin', $75 tap. It's not a cheap thing.
Yeah.
So those things you're going to be buying from them. So it's not exactly a blank piece of metal. Realistically, you're buying 2
Yeah.
stylized nuts from them, and you got a hunk of aluminum. You could actually, there's a little bit of a hold down jig, and if you had a bandsaw, you could cut a couple of pieces of aluminum, drill them, thread them, and make them work for that. So it's a big step forward. It's really cool. There is some future super cool news. I don't know when it's going to be released, but I know a project, a collab with some people we know, actually dark people just started.
In the 3D printing community?
Yes-ish.
Okay. All right. Real quick, hang on. Martin Kaminsky, to address this carryover from the A American rant, which I may have caused with a comment, which I never suggested starting a civil war, but I am against not holding your ground. I 100% agree with you. Period. I could not agree more. And I think that I don't know if you'd be surprised, but I think that the majority of folks in here and in our, type of world would agree with you as well. And there is never a day that I would choose to run off and live in the wilderness over exchanging hot gold shells like Taco Bell. Okay. I'm just saying that some things may have been taken out of context. Some things may have been said out of jest that either you or me or a American or whoever may agree with. Um, but I would never encourage anyone in the face of tyranny to run and live in the woods and hide as opposed to fight. Ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Is it important that we discuss things like how do you clean a wound in the field, right? Like I feel like that's important. And personally, like that was valuable for me to hear because if you're in the field and you have to irrigate and close up a wound and you know doing sutures or stitches on a wound is just going to cause additional tissue damage, additional risk of massive economic damage. What's going on here? Let me check. At the risk of doing massive additional tissue damage and additional risk of infection and all that stuff using the duct tape method where it's folded around and there's cordage going through it and sewing through the duct tape to pull the wound together after it's irrigated, after it's cleaned, and giving the wound the ability to still drain and preventing additional tissue damage and additional risk of infection, et cetera, et cetera. Keeping hair and dust and dirt and all that stuff out of it, and then wrapping over it is I thought was good information. But I think, and by the way, just to throw this out there, I got that from the gray bearded green beret. Gray bearded green beret. Yeah, I think it's like GB2 for short. But I found that really valuable, so I wanted to share that with you guys. And at the same time, I believe that my home is an excellent place to fight and die at. You're not supposed to end your sentence in a participle, but I believe my home is an excellent place to fight and die within. No, shit, that's still a participle. You get what I'm saying. Um, Type 3 requires a chiller with almost perfect temperature control. Hold on. At a close to freezing temperature and some very high voltage. Yes, Truth Seeker is right on the money. Looking up into this is a powder burn. um, and Martin, dude, I still love you. We still love you. I just think it was some confusion. I don't even know if that comment honestly was on my uh, channel or his channel, but I saw it. I just wanted to respond to it because I didn't want things to get confused because you are a valued member of the community and I would like to keep you around. That would be my preference. Um, yeah, and get training on do stop the bleed classes. Do you could go to your local fire queen. I'm just kidding. Fireman, EMS, whatever, and they typically offer stop the bleed classes. Those are really helpful, and you actually get to work on like live bleeding, like props, like arms with fingers removed that squirt blood out and stuff. So check it out. Um, but yeah, looking at yeah. So Rich, what are your thoughts on everything that's transpired from the FRT, WOT, BDU, BS stuff?
So, I did a video earlier just about this while you were doing your show. Uh, I really believe John got caught in a honeypot. They poisoned the data stream, and there's several ways that this play gets played. The one that I historically know about is during World War II, and I don't remember the actual islands and all that bit, but we had broken the Japanese code. We knew how to decipher their code, but even though they were using code, they had code names for the islands. They didn't call Guam Guam, they had a code name for it.
Mm-hmm.
And we got, by breaking their code, we got advance notice they were going to invade a particular island, but they still used a code name. So what we did is we broadcast on a radio saying that, hey, we have a water shortage on Guam. And then when we heard it in the code saying that we had a water shortage on a particular code name island, we knew the island name.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I actually call poisoning the data stream. I actually used this once. So my girlfriend was living in Queens, and you know how they have the houses, they're duplexes, and then there's like 2 units in each duplex. So it was a house with 4 living units in it. And my girlfriend had a friend that was living in, and her boyfriend owned the unit. So she was renting one of the units from the boyfriend. They had an idea he was listening in on their calls. So I said, hey, arrange with Tina to say, Tina was a very shapely girl. And Tina, have Tina say, I'm thinking about getting a reduction and I'm going to go see a doctor tomorrow about it and talk about it. The next day, the boyfriend came in and said he knew that Tina wanted to get married and wanted to have kids. He's like, I was thinking about getting a vasectomy. And then said to her, you wouldn't get any surgery without talking to me about it first, would you? So we knew that he was listening in on the calls.
Yep.
And like the government will do that if they suspect a leak. They'll give out information packets.
Yeah.
And they'll give different dates to different people. So when it shows up in the news that on January 12th, this happened, they know who leaked it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's that also happened in World War II with the whole I don't know if the term was actually thunder, but they would use terms to say like friendly, don't shoot, right?
Hmm.
If you were approaching another company, or if you were in battle, I mean, that shit was urban battle. They were like sometimes two companies would be, one block apart from each other. And I know in a bunch of movies they use the word thunder, but they ended up leaking information, um, and enemies started using their safe word when they would approach them, and it would buy them precious seconds to
Sure, a few
attack other
seconds. Yeah.
people. Yeah, and that's crazy. Skate music, what's up, man? So yeah, and the government especially is famous for, you know, like you said, giving out information, waiting, holding back, and giving out other information to another, source or group of people or whatever. And all of a sudden, when that information is out, they can track it back and say, okay, we know who the leak is, we know who the source is, or
Hmm.
whatever, based on the type of information that they give. So, could this have been one of those situations? Absolutely. Um, they honestly, it may have not even been about Crump at all. It may have been exclusively about the rats, right? It may have
Correct.
been
Yeah.
about the informants, and I promise you, when those dudes are sitting there handcuffed to a table being told that they're going to lose everything, including their job, including their freedom, they're going to do whatever, whether it's giving bad information out to journalists, whether it's giving bad information out to YouTubers, or you know investigative journalists that are also YouTubers.
Eh, And I know John had corroborating witnesses testifying that this was correct, and he had actual documentation. So this was a lot of effort went in to falsify information and get it out there. So
Yeah,
this,
he also mentioned documents. Like, if documents were created to make this appear like something, that's a lot of work just
Mhm.
to smoke out rats, or to uh, discredit investigative journalists, or discredit John, or I don't know if it was a targeted attack. I don't know, what. And that eventually a lot of people are going to come back and say, oh, they're saying this to save John and his, John Crump's credibility and track record and integrity. But if if you look back at every single video he's put out, at every single piece of information that he's given out, a lot of shit that I'm still here, still glow like fuck. I'm still pissed off. Still very pissed off. I know, I feel you. Um,
and I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this out there. If anybody, if Dark, if you, if John, if Shooting Gallery New England, if Swamp Talk does something I know that's not true, I'm calling your asses out.
yeah, exactly.
I'm going to barbecue all of you.
Yep.
And look, I am close with John. I feel like I'm close with you, Dark. I'm close with Joe and Swamp Dog. I'm calling you guys out. I'll go on freaking YouTube and call your asses out if I know what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I think that I mean, they say that there's what one person said, and then there's the truth, right? So,
Mhm.
will we ever truly know? I mean, who knows? But I will say that me, I would like to think that I am a pretty good judge of character. I would like to think that um, I have an accurate reading of John Crump and his track record, his track record of positivity within the freedom community, and I don't think that he would ever intentionally do anything. And if he did, then yeah, I would have no problem roasting his ass just like anybody else. And we've roasted motherfuckers on this stream before.
Yeah, I know
Let's see
John.
if
John is
they.
all about integrity, and he's all about the accuracy of his sources in his process. And John, if he gets information, it's not like he's blurting it out today. He's waiting for it to be verified. And I know he sat on stories for a good amount of time before he's got them properly verified, and then comes out with them.
Yeah. Chris Shoemake says, I'm a bit of an investigator myself, and Crump is the most legit journalist around.
Oh hell yeah!
You know, they already hit this video. I wonder what it was. If it was the receivers, the unfinished streams and receivers, or if it was me dropping the F bomb 20 times. My apologies, but I guess I can't be surprised because I'll tell you that the moment that I got 4 videos in a row that were demonetized, it was it. It was over. So this channel will no longer make revenue. But if you are looking for a way to support the channel, we do finally have these in hand, the PWEDC patches. Yes, prison wallet everyday carry. And for those that are newer
You
to
didn't
the
have those at Oaks,
Ooh.
Pennsylvania, did you?
I did not. No, I just got these like yesterday or the day before yesterday or something like that. For those of you guys that don't know,
That is so cool. Oh
and
my god,
it's written in like bones.
that
They
is
do
so freaking cool.
they do glow in the dark, but the cool thing about it, because OPSEC is everything, right? So if you are
Yep, yep.
rocking them on your gear, um, they're not gonna just start glowing in the dark from like, you know, sunlight to dusk to evening transition. Like you really got to put lumens on them to make them glow in the dark. But the first people that are going to get them out are the ones that pre-ordered. So thank you to all those that pre-ordered. I will finally get them out to you. It has taken this long, and even when they came in, it took me another God 3 weeks to pick them up because I was dealing with recovering from the karate cold, and I apologize about that,
And they
y'all.
were sent somewhere else.
They were sent somewhere else. They
Hmm.
were sent to one of the only addresses that I trust, 2 cities over, which is John Crump. Um, really piss YouTube off. Talk about my pillow. So funny enough, we actually made a DLD pillow. I don't know if you guys know about that.
Can I show the other parts of this or no?
Yeah, just be cautious because they already hit us. Real quick, people are asking how to get them. If you are interested in a PWEDC patch, it's $10 shipped. It's like $8 plus shipping or whatever. So it's just $10 shipped, and they're PVC patches with hook and loop back, and you PayPal $10 to thedarkestmavis@gmail.com. Let me hold on. Thedarkestmavis@gmail.com.
And you
Yeah,
can't buy
so
this patch. Can't touch this.
you cannot, but I do have one on my plate carrier right now, on one of my plate carriers. Um, yeah, so $10 PWEDC. And I have a good amount, but I also had a good amount of pre-orders, so I actually don't know how many I have right now. So if you are interested in them, I would get them because I don't know how long I'm going to have them.
So we got a question about February Oaks, Pennsylvania show. I have no plans on being there. That doesn't mean, look, I had no plans on going to shot until this morning. Well, really,
Yeah,
last night.
yeah, I'm likely not going, but my plate carrier is literally a plate, a dinner plate. You know what? That may shatter a projectile. It won't stop the core, but it will shatter the jacket of a projectile, most likely, depending on what kind of plate it is. I would go with armor though. That's just a me kind of thing. Yeah. And guys, don't forget that you guys are looking at the dude. Your boy Dark made a plate that stopped a 45 ACP, a 556 XM193, a 556 green tip, a 762 by 39, and then it did finally succumb to the 300 PRC. But I would say that's level 3.5 armor that I made, and like medieval armor, no, like bullet resistant armor. Flying Rich, if anyone comes up to you at shot asking how long it takes to bake 6 million cookies, just know it's me. And yes, I do have a set of level 4 ceramic plates. And it was like 25 yards max, probably 15 to 20 yards, honestly. C&T Designs and Arms. If you're looking for new plates and you want steel, well, you can if you can only afford steel, that's okay. I also have a set of steel plates, and even though this company has totally carried me, they have never given me anything. I've given them over 100 orders of plates. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but they are still good. They're still good quality, and this isn't about me benefiting. This is about our people, our community, the Glowies community, benefiting. So it's armor. It's called Come and Take It, CATI, and they have this patented design where the corners are bent up on your chest, and they're also bent down kind of on like the stomach to like lower abdomen, love hand. I don't want to call it love handle area, but that's kind of where it's bent down. And these things are steel is heavy, but these are 7 pounds, and the way that they fit takes all the weight off that shit, all of it. Like I've literally worn them for 14, 16 hours before, and when I took it off, it wasn't like that. Whew, God, like it felt so good to get that off. Not like when I was in Oaks, where I was rocking level 4 plates with level 3A
What?
full size
Wait,
backers
wait.
with dual
Huh.
with quad
I
armor
don't.
sides.
I just got some information.
Okay.
I think you did too on your phone. I don't know if we can talk about it yet.
Oh shit.
I don't know what. Somebody needs to let us know if we can talk about this.
Now everyone in chat is going to be pissed off.
What the heck?
Yeah, that was me. Sorry, I was responding.
Oh.
No, it is not CRS. Skip Green said, "I'm pissed."
I'm used to it. Rich does this all the time. So, one
Truth
of the
Seeker.
things
I love your name, Truth Seeker. He said the plot thickens.
one of the things that's interesting about this industry is there are a lot of things going on, and there are things that like we'll get a heads up on. Whether it's a product or something going on, which Dark, if you don't know the cool thing that's going on with two people we know, it's freaking awesome.
J and C.
No.
Jesus and Christ.
But I can't read you into the program if I haven't been authorized.
I mean, it could be something that I already know about, but
Could be something you already know about, but it's stupid cool.
I love stupid cool.
It's what I love. So this is the embodiment of two technologies coming together
Jesus crisp.
in something simple. It's like freaking brilliant. I love it. I love it when, like, the greatest thing in the world is when you come up with some sort of invention and then somebody does it better
Mm.
or makes it easier.
Okay. All right. I'm starting to smell what you're stepping in. It's metal 3D printing. Told you.
No.
I don't have that security level. Crump didn't hang himself.
Fuck no.
Let me guess. Gen 6 Glocks are announced at SHOT Show this year. That's exactly the same as Gen 5, but with new
I
stable
absolutely
design.
don't have any Glock information other than the Glock carbine.
Yes, and for the first time on this channel, because I really don't give a fuck, there is a Glock carbine, and for the 73 people in here, we had actually Crump had
Crump.
submit a FOIA request to the ATF, and the ATF obliged his FOIA request with all the parts and firearms that were being imported into the United States. And in that FOIA was a Glock carbine barrel,
Burl, yep.
just a barrel. And that Glock carbine barrel um, is proof that they are right now working on a carbine, the Glock Bullpug carbine. Possibly, I don't know. Sunny Guns, what's up, player? Yeah, a lot going on tonight. You have to go back and watch the stream, man. I need my own Glock Bullpoo. Here, dude. Here's what I'm sick of. Okay, let me give an example. All right. So Glock, and for everyone, the RBT, WT, and all that shit. I'm done. I'm not talking about it anymore. I've discussed it ad nauseum. I'm sorry. But don't leave. We have much more to discuss. Part of it is a rant because I'm fucking pissed off at Glock. You know why? Here's why I'm pissed off at Glock. Generation 1 Glock 17, 86. I think it was actually developed in 84. I think it was first imported in 86. That's why you will never see an actual true Glock machine gun that is on the U.S. registry. So a lot of times you will see a pre-86 Glock for sale on Gunbroker for like $120,000, and there are dumbasses that actually fucking purchase them because they think that they're getting like the one and only Glock 18, but there are no pre-86 full auto Glocks. Anyway, the first generation of Glocks that came out were great. I would say they were very good, single pen design. And then the second generation of Glocks that came out were also great. They were, dare I say, excellent. And then the third generation of Glocks that came out were literal perfection. Okay. Then these fucks are like, oh, you know what? I got a great idea. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a Gen 3 and then we're gonna put some weird fucking fish gills for the slide serrations, and then we're gonna make a really aggressive, like stupidly aggressive frame stippling for it, which it's actually not that bad. I've kind of grown to like it, but they're gonna be called the RTF, the rough textured frame with some weird ass fish gills on it. I don't get it. Then that didn't take off. Then they said, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come out with Generation 4, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the design from the Glock 26 recoil guide rod, recoil spring, whatever, and we're gonna put those in all of them and make the recoil guide rod spot this freaking big to where you could eat a bowl of soup out of it if you wanted to. And then people went crazy. Oh my God, the Gen 4 is the best. Gen 4 is the only gen that, whatever, it could give birth to babies. It could turn water into wine. and it can turn fish into more fish. I don't know. And then the Gen 5 is released, and the Gen 5 is the same fucking thing, but with no finger grooves and a slide release on the left side. That's it. That's it. They went back basically to a second generation frame with a fucking slide release on the left side. Like, what? Bro, you could have stopped at Gen 3 and the world would be okay. And then the 43 was this big hype up, and it was like, oh my God, like Glock is going to release something so crazy. It's a 6-shot single stack 9mm.
Ah,
What? 6 rounds? 6 rounds. And I'm not shitting on the 43. Okay. I carry a 43X. Now, granted, that's 15 plus 1 with the S15 magazines. But, bro, really? DLD After Dark. Something interesting. I took my dad's old service Glock from 1990 into a gunsmith for a broken trigger part. He said it was rare and in between Gen 1 and 2. Have you heard about it? Yes. So they're a couple kind of rare, and you can look up the serial numbers to determine. I had a 1991 Gen 2 17, and they have to go through as many and utilize as many parts as possible when they're transitioning from one generation to another, which is kind of interesting. You'll see some of the old, like between Gen 2 and Gen 3s, you'll see, and that's cool, JDA. I mean, if it's of value to you, then I totally understand that. For the masses that are right-hand, it's not going to be a game changer. But of course, if that's important to you to have the slide release on the other side, that's important. Technically, on a Glock, it's a slide stop and not a slide release because it was designed to be a slide stop. And then what you do is you rack it back from the slide to go, uh, back into um, action. But for people that are left-handed, absolutely, that's incredibly valuable if you use that method to close the slide, or in just fiddling with, not fiddling, but going through the manual of arms and racking it back or taking it down, utilizing your left thumb to stop the slide or lock it back is important. um, but when Glock was transitioning from Gen 1 to Gen 2 and Gen 2 to Gen 3 and so on, they had to use as many parts as they could so they didn't waste shit. So you'll find a lot of Gen 2.5 26s. You'll find a lot of, especially in the 40 cals, um, you'll find a lot of Gen 2 or Gen 3 frames with a Gen 2 upper, and typically you can tell it's a Gen 2 upper by it having a flat extractor. It does not have the little piece that comes out. It's kind of bent. I forgot what they refer to it as, but these small details, like in the locking blocks and in the extractors, and and whatnot, you can kind of see where they transitioned from one generation to another. Sorry, that was a long explanation. What say you, Rich?
I'm not a Glock guy. I built one Glock.
Technically, kind of two, you know. Oh,
Yep.
we just got taken down. I'm just kidding. Just joking. You showed a bag of blue because 10mm is just about the same load as 40. Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me. What's that other side say?
Well, hold on, I gotta get it.
Oh, you can't really tell, but it's an eagle with a chem light. The other side is the chem light. Um, oh, what was I going to say? I was just going to say something. You said I'm not a Glock guy, and I was like,
I said I built one Glock. You said really two.
yeah. And I remember. 40 and 10 mil. Okay, so most of 10mm is severely downloaded. So loaded chamber indicator, LCI. Yep, thank you. Appreciate that. That's what I was talking about on the Gen 3s. They changed to the loaded chamber indicator, so you can actually, if you were in the pitch black dark, you can you can literally just rub your finger over it. You know, if you were holding it at a low ready with your finger on the side of the trigger, you can just put your finger up and feel that you do have a round in the chamber. Although a visual press check would be, a better option there. Nice glowy blue color. That was all rich.
Mhm.
Um, so you carry a G2C. Interesting. What I was going to say is that most 10 millimeter is actually very like highly downloaded. So what you would want to do is look for companies that are actually loading it to the true specs. I think companies like Buffalo Bore, Double Tap, um, maybe Underwood. I can't remember. There's a few out there. Yeah, Underwood that are like actually loading it to its true potential. Otherwise, it's a 40 Magnum that's not loaded to its full potential. Yes, you can shoot 40 from a 10. You can also, though I would never recommend it, um, and remember that I never recommend anything. I don't give any advice. That's not what I do. You can shoot 380 out of a 9 millimeter. It
Oof.
turns your firearm into a bolt action, but or a single shot rather that you have to charge every single time. But actually, the Glock 31 is the full size 357 Magnum. The 10 millimeter compact is the 29. You know what I do want? I truly, truly want one of those older SIG P226s that have the um, anodized flat dark earth frame and the black slide with the flat dark earth thin Hogue grips on it. Dude, they're truly perfection. See, Truth Seeker knows. Yep.
But is it Glock perfection?
Yes. Ally pistols are 8 millimeter, other than my 22 LR Glock. All my pistols are 8 millimeter.
Maybe you meant 9 millimeter.
I'm hoping because 8 millimeter is blanks. I reload my own with Extreme Penetrator. Nice. Those are some serious rounds, man. No, only if P80 made a Glock 20. I know, dude. If P80 made a Glock 29 frame, now here's what I believe though. I think, and I don't know. I'm just guessing. You'd have to be willing to get a frame and chop it up, but being that you can get them on JSD for like $69 right now, then yeah, he said no. Being that you can get them for like $69 to $89, depending on which frame you get, I think you may be able to. Oh, 8 millimeter Nambu. That's right. That's right. I think you could take a 21 frame and mod it to fit a Glock 30 or a Glock 29. I think. Yeah, chop the PF45. That's exactly what I was thinking. And if you truly have a Nambu pistol, I am impressed. Color me impressed. Is your 3D printer going in the background?
No. No, actually, both printers are cold right now.
Wow.
I want to my next print I want to do is the Invader Zip Arc.
So he's actually coming on the show on Saturday.
And dude, you stole him from me.
What do you mean?
You stole him from me.
How did I steal him from you?
This is guest war as far as I'm concerned.
Is he coming on your show?
No, well, I've been trying to get him on John Crump Live, but he works during the week and he can't make it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's he's got a very kind of unique work schedule, and he was in here earlier this evening.
Yep.
We've actually been talking for probably a little over a month.
Oh, cool.
You could get the grip to the Glock 29 length, but not the slide. Yeah, I don't know. That's I think the placement of the locking what do you call it? The locking, the slide lock, the takedown. Thank you. Sorry, the slide takedown. I think the placement would be off somehow. There's got to be a way though, man. Like I'm seeing P80 Ralph, like you know, chop down frames and do all sorts of crazy stuff with. I've seen the craziest things done with P80s, so I'm hoping that. Um, something else is possible. I got one question though that no one has been able to answer, and this is a question that has been bothering me for the longest time, probably over a year. How? How in the fuck does Lucas Botkin handle all these goddamn guns on his live streams? I mean, he's sitting there like, "Oh, this is the HK 416. This is the MP5. This is the 10.3 inch. This is the something." I'm like, "Bro, like, what the fuck? Do you own shares in YouTube or some shit? Like, how the fuck can you get away with this?" I
Dude,
show a frame or a slide, and my shit's
I was holding, you saw the video. I was holding a loose bag of parts basically together so it looked like a pew.
mm-hmm.
And my live stream got cut. You know, it was obvious. I actually was wiggling them around so it was obvious they were moving and not a
Yep,
one piece thing.
dude, I've seen it all. So what does he live stream on Twitch and then post it on YouTube? No, I've seen him live. A lot of these are live on YouTube. Yeah, he is part of Leviathan group. That's right. It's so funny. There's probably like dudes like in YouTube, like, all right, we're gonna shut it down. Oh, he's Leviathan.
Hmm.
What should I do? You know, um, good legal team. Yeah, my legal team is John Crump. um, Fieldcraft had a stream handling all kinds of pistols that never got cut. Yeah, we had a stream where we were handling a bunch of stuff. We had another stream where we were handling air guns, and they say anything that appears to be a gun, it just has to appear to be a gun, nuked, shut down right then. Peace out, Dustin. Yeah, I don't know either. It's I think maybe he just PWEDCs all of them, and because they got booty stank on them, they don't shut him down or something. I don't know. Um, I mean, he is another level, or maybe because it's in a controlled environment where they know he's just in a dark room by himself, and he's not going to go, flip out and start going commando on stuff. Ralph is a very smart guy with his builds. I enjoy seeing it as well. He is a boss hog on candy paint, I believe is what they say in Texas. My first Glock was a P80 G17, and my next will be a 34. Good for you. Good for you. Keep building. Keep building. No matter what, keep building. Oh, that's great. Somebody already did it. They even took a picture from the most recent video of him like A dumbass named Trump. That is hilarious. Why don't you hook up with Leviathan Group? Yeah, right. They could call me right now and send a check right now, and I would rather continue doing what I'm doing. I swear to God, I have the best fucking community in the world, and and this is probably like the only channel that can not post for 21 to 24 days, whatever it was, where I was just out dead, like cold, and nobody went anywhere. I actually gained subs while I was in bed, like on death's doorstep. I would never sell out and hook up with Leviathan. Um, I have other plans, and the other plans. So, what about a hand grenade? Is that okay to handle live? Should I?
Is a hand grenade a destructive device?
Well, let's. I have
Are we
grabbed
testing
things
it?
like this before, and I've handled them live. And if you're ever looking to determine if one of these are live, what you do is you apply pressure to the spoon to see if it snaps back in place. And if it snaps back in place, then you know that there is a spring-loaded trigger underneath. But that's a
Well, you
problem.
could always unscrew it.
Yes, you could unscrew it. Be very cautious in doing so. I've got 2 complete ARs I've built on AR. Hold on. I've built an AR, I guess, receiver set, killed it, and ready to get parts for. Milled it, maybe? And the whole 308, I just have to finish milling the lower one. The 1 finished P80 and 2 unfinished frames. Lemon Pledge, missing Superman, no home. I got a lemon. No, actually, I got a baseball. If you've ever wanted to get your favorite baseball signed by guys, these are all prop grenades. You can buy them at any. You can buy them at any surplus store. Woo. Lemon Pledge is great for 80 percenters as well. If you're going to be working on the polymer, polishing it up, and all that.
Serious?
Yeah. So if you're sanding at the marks and the tabs, and you're trying to get them, there's a lot of polishing that you can do to make them look factory new. But if they're pretty raw from filing and sanding and all that, it kind of has that powdery look. If you go back over it, and you can either use a polishing bit like one of these. Shout out to the End is Near Beware for the Dremel. Thank you, brother. Use a polishing bit like this, and even some Lemon Pledge with your polishing bit, and you're going to get first time quality.
You know I love that phrase.
Oh, yeah, first time quality.
Hey, I got to tell you something kind of messed up happened here at 10 o'clock this morning.
What's that?
I'm like on the phone talking to somebody. It almost sounded like a truck drove into my house. I heard
Oh, yeah.
double sonic booms because the stage 1 of SpaceX landed, at NASA, but that's like 120 miles north of here. But it literally sounded like a truck crashed into my house. But it was boom, boom. Like, what the heck? I'm like,
Did it sound like a big echo from far away?
It's honest to God, it seriously sounded like a vehicle crashed into my house.
Damn. Did it rattle your windows or?
It rattled the freaking house. I mean, it seriously. I
Jesus.
was like, I'm like, I know that's not what happened, but I'm like, what the hell could that have been? And I'm like, oh,
That's some crazy shite. Yes,
yeah,
in the novelty paperweight section of any surplus store.
yeah. Any home
DLD,
goods
I
store,
don't. What's that?
any home goods store will have that in the novelty paperweight section.
Any home goods store will have novelty grenades, fake grenades. DLD, I don't know if it's been done. Take an unregulated vape mod and short the battery to see if it goes boom. I believe it would
Like an
definitely
Olight.
go boom. Yep, like an Olight. Just don't put it anywhere near your mouth. You know that dude died, right?
That's messed up. Well, that is the joke. It's the only light with confirmed kill.
Yeah. There was another video of I think it was a Surefire exploding, and I mean the shit exploded.
That's
Uh,
nuts.
PSR showed it in one of his videos, which, by the way, we recently had print shoot repeat on the channel. On the
With the 80 Ralph and Mr. Snow, cool show, cool show.
Yeah, it was an excellent show. Well, I mean, it was an excellent show. Like, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying it was fun to be on. It was great.
I'm
But
mad at you though. You didn't
what
sing the Keymod song.
we didn't, we switched it up. What I did was I used the boom boom dun, dun, the little pink Glock beat, which is
Mm-hmm.
a dope song. Honestly, did I just see Commander Brown in here? Hold up. Okay, all right. Oh no, I did. I'm working on a Commander Brown myself right now. Oh, you're pooping. Okay. Bill Roberts, do you think the ATF was trying to expose the snitches within the ATF while discrediting a YouTuber that's constantly exposing their hypocrisy? Yes, that was one of the several potential um, happenings that we discussed. I'd say for the first hour and a half, we discussed the Rotary Trigger situation, the
So
WOT, the BDU situation, but some other stuff has developed, which will be coming out in the next couple days.
can I say fuck you, Kieski?
Sure.
Rich, something crazy just happened. I'd love to tell you about it, but I can't just yet.
That is exactly what Rich sounds like. Crypto Pirate 1776 says, "Hey Dark, any ideas on a good 3D printer under $1,000? I've always made my
All of
toys
them.
old school machine shop style. I want to break into the polymer scene now." Yes,
All of
get
them.
in. Yeah, almost all of them. There's a couple 3D printers that are over $1,000, but they're definitely not entry level. You want to start with a Creality Ender 3. I would say what a V2.
They're sub 200.
Yeah, you can get them for under $200.
Dude, and I've got some videos. I did a little bit of design work on the videos. I don't know how many videos I've done highlighting the printer, because realistically, at this point, the printer, seriously, I have a Raspberry Pi controlling my printer, and I have a webcam on it. I can just click a button, it powers the printer on, and when I slice, I can say, "Hey, just send it to that printer," and it goes through Octoprint and controls it all. So my printer, my 3D printer, is working like a freaking laser jet right now. So it's an Ender 3. So the Ender 3, I haven't really customized it. There's like two things. I've got a magnetic bed, which I love. That's super great. The other thing I did is the Capricorn tube. I recommend those two mods. The Raspberry Pi running Octoprint and the webcam on it, you don't need to do that. I do that. I got Raspberry Pis kicking around. So
You know,
I just,
the interesting thing, what I find most interesting, is that people that don't print have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
and some people that print have no idea what I'm talking about.
That's
But
that's true.
well, two things about the Ender 3. One, it's a good entry level printer, and two, once you're past entry level, it's still a damn good printer.
Yeah, totally 100%. So Dark, how do you coat your 80% ARs? But they pre-anodized and leave the pocket slash holes raw or what? Um, so personally, 80% ARs are not my thing. I've worked with a lot of the polymers. I've worked with some of the raw aluminum, and I've seen. So I haven't kept any. These are just like projects with friends and stuff like that. The polymer, I would say honestly, I don't trust it. I don't think the technology is there
Wait,
personally.
somebody fired a 50 cal AR upper off a 3D printed lower.
I heard that they used what the safety harbor.
I think it's I think Safety Harbor, and I mean I know Walter. I've never asked him this question, but I think they OEM it to somebody else because it looks identical. It's
Mm,
not marked Safety Harbor, but it looks identical. And
maybe
it's
the
another.
patent expired and somebody else copied it.
I don't even know that Walter has a patent on it. I mean, he may or may not, but it's another town in Florida that's close to Safety Harbor,
Oh, so he
and
probably just you know sells it to them and they put their
yeah,
name on it or whatever.
yeah.
So Truth Seeker, there's a couple things. You'll and not, I don't mean you, right? I mean we, us people, are never going to get the same level of corrosion resistance and hardening that a whatever the level 3 or I think it's level 3 anodizing is going to give the aluminum. So what a lot of people do is I've seen people literally cold blue the whole thing, which is just superficial shit. It doesn't add any strength to the aluminum at all. I've seen people just rattle can them, and I've seen people use what would be a good kind of in between, which is the Brownell's Alumahide coating. The Alumahide coating, though, is not going to add durability and strength to the metal. It's just going to coat it. Um, any type of at home uh, Dura, what do you call it? Duracoat or
So
Cerakote, yeah, anything like that is going to coat them just fine. But yeah, so apparently, even with 70-75 lowers, anodizing them actually does add a level of hardening to the outside and the inside of the metal. Um, excuse me. At least that's what I've been told. But for me personally, if I was going to knock out a 70-75 aluminum 80 lower, I would just alumahide that shit with the Brownells alumahide. They have a lot of great colors too. They have a cool parkerized color. They have just straight black. They have Magpul FDE. They have the one of my favorite colors, which is the um, uh, s- it's like a gray silver. I'm trying to remember the name. Um, damn, I can't remember. Anodizing provides strength and corrosion resistance. Yeah. I think, you know,
just color it with a Sharpie. I like that.
I I've sharpied a few things in my gunsmithing days.
I Sharpie, let's see, it's the bolt catch when you put the pin in and you scratch the frickin' side of the receiver.
Yeah, yeah. Night Strike says you can do anodizing yourself. It's just the level 3 kit is like $600. So there are a lot of YouTube videos showing like at home anodizing in like freaking paint cans with alligator clips and shit like that.
In aviation, we allodyne aluminum. Not anodize, but allodyne.
What does that mean?
It's a coating. It's like a yellowish coating on the aluminum.
Interesting.
So it's like a chemical wash, and then you rinse it off with water. So it's like you leave it in this chemical for a certain amount of time, and it basically builds up a level of protection on the aluminum so it won't corrode.
Interesting. Could that potentially be a solution for raw aluminum 80% receivers?
Maybe I'd have to check. I'd have to check, the properties and all that.
Truth Seeker, surprised you don't like messing with 80% aluminum ARs. It's not that I don't like messing with them. I've got a lot of ARs.
If you have a ghost
And
gunner, it's not a big deal.
yeah, and I've talked with Cody about getting one, and I've considered getting one, and it's just cost prohibitive at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I love the idea of the 80% aluminum lowers, and I would encourage every single person that wants to build to at least do one, so you can knock it out and actually
Mhm.
see what it's like to build one. You won't stop at one.
Yep.
I have at least 6 completely raw lowers and a few polished in the shop right now. Nice. Yeah, I'm with you, Night Strike. Yeah, so I mean, personally, I've helped build a lot of them. I've helped build a lot of the polymer ones. Um, I'm hella after a Ghost Gunner 3. I mean, the best thing to do is put down the deposit and
Wait.
tell him DLD After Dark sent you. I don't get anything, but he likes to hit me up and be like, "Yo, I got a deposit from one of your people."
Tell him DLD and Crumpy sent you.
Yeah. What's up, K Sizzle? What's cracking, fam? Yeah, but
Tell him Flying Rich sent you.
I mean, he may know who you are.
He knows who I am. I got his phone number.
Yeah, but we don't have like codes or anything, or affiliate links or whatever, anything like that.
Dude, how come we won't?
Personally, though, I would hold on.
You got a bat on the bat phone? You got a top secret message coming in?
Top secret.
Can you tell me about it later?
Nope. No, it wasn't anything important. DLD After Dark, tell him Crump sent you. You'll get better results without the crashing. That's funny. And thank you to all the channel members. I actually got a offer from one of our viewers, one of our very, very special viewers, of whom I love and care about very much, that said, "You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to give you credits at the end to roll with all the channel members. So at the very end, I'll be able to roll the video with the channel members in it." But YouTube is so fucking terrible at everything, that there's no place to go to just
To export the
see.
list?
Yeah, that just shows all your channel members. They've also never shown channel member revenue. They probably take that or all of it or most of it.
No way.
Yeah, they don't show you anything about it. It's crazy. Bob says everybody knows Rich. I don't ever get notifications. We've been live for 2.5 hours and you didn't get a notification. That's brutal. I'm sorry.
Crazy. I don't think I got notification when you went live. I knew you were going live, so I was looking for you.
Chinamemba. China Chinamemba. Yes, that's true. Secrets don't make friends. Um, Honestly, because it's one of the largest and best platforms for going live, and
Well, look,
it still
like
sucks.
99.9% of the world's videos are viewed on YouTube. So it's just the place to be. As much as we don't agree with it, if you look at my videos, so my videos go out to Odyssey, Utreon, I don't know, maybe one or two other places. A lot of videos I have zero views on these other platforms.
Mm.
So it's really tough. It's really tough getting the eyes on the videos.
Yeah, I mean, I look at my Utreon and I'll see, you know, 25 views, 45 views, 100 views, but I'll get off of a live and see several hundred views, and then
Hmm.
there'll be several hundred more over the next couple days. Yeah, you know what? So that's actually come up a lot. I have highly considered removing myself from the YouTube partnership program and just becoming totally viewer funded, because honestly, if I did, I'd have to worry less about some of the things that I say, um, because they'll still nuke your ass whether you're part of the partnership program or not. You still have to abide by the terms of services.
Right.
You just have more of a you know, call it, like more of a spotlight on you if you're part of the partnership program. Um, a lot of people choose to, instead of sending a super chat, because, like, for an example, this video is demonetized. It's been demonetized since probably the first five
But
minutes of
tomorrow,
posting.
when nobody's watching it, it'll get remonetized.
So they stopped doing that. They have not been
Oh,
changing
really?
them. Yeah. They used to change them after like 2 or 3 days. They would change
Hmm.
it back to green, and I'm like, dude, everyone's already watched it, right? No one's going to come back to watch it, or very few people come back to watch it for a second or third time. I sent a messy email to YouTube the other day and canceled premium. I called them anti-American terrorists, withholding content and censoring people, pushing propaganda, and that absolutely is the truth. DLD After Dark, I've turned all monetization off and just accept super chats, memberships, and do Patreon. Yeah, I'm considering just having people do donations if they want to, if they choose to. We're 2.5 hours in, and the video has been demonetized since the first probably 5 or 10 minutes, and it's because of the topics that we discuss. You know,
So
it,
the video I did, so John Crump Live goes out to my channel also,
Mhm.
and it's right now marked limited
For which one?
for the show we did today about the FRT, etc.
Yep. And DLD After Dark, do you hit the Chantilly shows? I have been there before. I've been up there before. It's about an hour away from where I live. A little over an hour. Truth Seeker, are you around that area? John Crump is the man. Maybe he made a mistake, but that man is giving nothing but good information and does nothing but fight for our rights to bear arms. Hell yeah, Andy Lipscomb. You know it. I don't understand how they can put commercials on the video but then demonetize you. I know, dude, it's crazy. So they
Yeah,
call it
that's very dark.
limited, right? I've only gotten a couple red dollar signs. Red dollar signs means like, oh, this is great.
Red
Chris
means appeal.
Shoemake, fuck monetization. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Chris Shoemake. That's pure Chad move at the 556. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Um, nice. I'm not too far away from you, Truth Seeker. Just like an hour away from there, like an hour and 20 minutes. But yeah, I do go there occasionally. Uh, yeah. Okay. So Martin, what I was saying is, what they do is they, oh, Bacon, thank you, brother. Look at both you
Bacon!
guys, Chris Shoemake and Bacon, just to help cover the cost of getting the yellow dollar sign of death. Long live Crump the champ. Ain't that
Wait,
the truth?
does Crump have to turn in his heavyweight of journalism belt now?
Oh, hell no. If anything, he needs another one.
We're coming for the belt!
Thank you guys. I really appreciate both of you. The Chantilly shows are worth it, almost as big as Oaks. Yeah, I was blown away at how big Oaks was compared to like Chantilly and other gun shows that I've been to. So how about that MC35 Gearsun high power clone? I am unaware, but I do love high powers. Those are excellent firearms. Damn, crazy.
Damn,
Are we having a battle here? Chris
right?
Shoemake with the 762, but there's no message, brother. If you got a message, please let me know.
Oh,
Damn,
Night Strike.
Night Strike. Guys, thank you so much. See, this is what happens. YouTube can never stop us, right? Just like we say you can't stop the signal, you can't stop the support of a channel. I won't be outdone by Bacon. We stand with Crump. Check out guntube.org. Thank you guys, man. You guys are fucking awesome. I live in Maryland. There are no gun shows. You cannot get a concealed carry. This place sucks. I don't know why I ever left West Virginia. You should definitely move back to West Virginia. However, you can get a permit in Maryland. One of my buddies has a permit in Virginia, Maryland, and DC. And to get a
Mm.
DC permit, that shit is like almost impossible. Chris Shoemake, Night Strike, thank you. And Bacon, thank you guys for the super chats. But remember, it would be much easier if you PayPal $10 over, then I could just send you the PWEDC patch. And none of it would go to YouTube because I honestly don't want to feed YouTube anything anymore. I don't want you guys to have to either. West Virginia is a pretty free state. You should have stayed. Yeah, for sure. West Virginia is, good place. Mr. Bullshitter says, "Here's your conspiracy theory." I think you may have missed the first like hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes of our theories of what happened.
Yep.
Freedom, freedom. In West Virginia, you don't need a permit. Ah, interesting. I need a patch, but don't have a PayPal anymore. Okay, hit me up offline, and we'll figure something out. Anthony Smith says Montana. Chantilly has a show February 4th through the 6th. Okay, I may go. Maybe I'll do a little appearance there. And for anybody in the area, if you want to meet me up there, then let me know. Ron Wayne says PP80 at PP80 to 556. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Could Crump have been fucked over to not win a Gundy award? Ah, tis the conspiracy
So
theory.
you think it's Johnny B was behind it because Johnny B and John are competing in the same category?
But you know what? That's an excellent point. Holy moly, key ASC, bro. Plot twist: this ATF crap was Rich's payback to Crump for a $20 super chat, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much. You guys are being way too generous. I am not worthy. I do not deserve all this love. You have to either be an armed security guard or own a business that you have over $10,000 in cash on your person, and then you can only carry to and from the bank. I don't have enough characters to finish. Yeah, or have a documented threat against your life, or been robbed. If you do run a business or are part of running a business, you can. There are ways to work around that. Are you making a freaking sandwich?
I'm
Are you
hungry.
making a sandwich?
No, I'm like Carbs are evil.
Jeff Cron said, "Come on, who's dropping the 30-06? Let me see it." No, you guys don't have to do that, man. I honestly would rather you guys get something for it, and for YouTube to not get the money, just buy a patch, or how do you donate via PayPal? You send it to the darkest. Oops,
Mavis,
it's US at Gmail.
gmail.com.
The darkest Mavis gmail.com. Yes, that is correct. Yep, that one right there. And don't feel like you have to, guys. Like, I know you guys are fucking awesome. I do believe that I have the best community of pure fucking patriots. Um, I know a lot of people feel weird about the term patriot, right? Like, whatever. But I believe that patriots are people that believe in freedom and independence, the Constitution, and the preservation of that. And anybody else that believes in or fights for tyranny can fucking die screaming.
I feel weird about the term patriot because of the Patriot Act.
Oh, well, that's a good point. Rich is taking his vitamins wrapped in some cheese like a dog. Oh, that's great. Permits are an infringement. Fuck yes, they are. But at times, like if you're a family man, if you got a family and a business and shit like that, sometimes it is easier to comply in the, during the times of um, uh, law, order, and fake treats. Too many fake treats. Sometimes it is easier to comply in the interim, but prepare for the worst outcome. And I would never give advice, but if there was a time, um, I owe you $20 for 1 year of entertainment. We did hit a year. We did hit a year. December 22nd was the year. 12, Chris Shoemake, 12.7 by 99 millimeter has been forgotten by most. I don't even know what the hell that is. 12.7 by 99 millimeter. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. That is very unnecessary, but I'm grateful. Hang on, let me look that up.
Wait, is 12.750 cal?
I think that's the Russian designation for 50 BMG, but let me see. What is it? 12.7 by 99? $12.7 by 99. Yeah. 50 BMG, it is. It is the Eastern European designation for 50 BMGZ.
Because they would never create 12.7. It would be 6, 6.5, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you guys think about the new 6.8 Spear, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, Patriot is a poisoned word anymore. Especially after that Mel Gibson movie. Jesus. Should not need permission slip from the government to carry a gun. Not at all. We're not pulling over, bears in the wild for having claws in their paws, or stopping sharks in the ocean for, having teeth. Those things were given by God for them to be able to protect themselves. Hold on. Holy moly.
Well, that's what I think you should say to a liberal. I think we should declaw all the bears in the woods. They'd be like, oh, then the bears would be defenseless. It's like,
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Sorry, hang on. I'm just reading something real quick.
I was once feeding the deer on Fire Island, and somebody's like, "You shouldn't feed the deer because then they become dependent upon you." I'm like, "No, that's people on welfare."
Sorry, I get so distracted when people like hit up my phone when I'm streaming and whatnot.
What kind of jerk would text you while you're on a
12.99.
stream?
Yeah, right. That would be everyone who put Brandon in office. Yeah. Bear claws, drool. Take America back. What's up, man? Where you been at? Dude, it was so funny. I was watching this video a viewer sent me, and it's a video of um I think the name of it was a montage of the cutest puppies and kitty cats or something like that. And check your page now. Hold on. Hold on.
Your color cycling. I was just curious.
What's that?
Your color cycling. I'm like, ooh, my room's more blue than your room.
Oh yeah. Oh brother, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Dude, thank you, man. Jesus. You guys are too much, man. Best community ever. I like how Flying Rich is literally glowing blue. I have my little glow blue button here. You can't really see it. Hold on. Jesus criminy. Ooh. My computer is blocking the Blu-rays. Dang it. You can kind of see it. Dude, how is it not showing these bright ass LEDs? Let me put this back here. Okay. My apologies. Jeez, I'm dropping that shit. So tomorrow, dude, I'm getting bad echo from you, Rich.
For me? Oh, how am I holding the phone?
Maybe try to turn the volume down a little bit.
Okay. Is it better now or no?
Is it better now or no? No. John Ray says, Rich, you bring an echo, bro? It's still
an Echo Pro, yes.
Blue Man Group. Oh man. I think you're going to have to mute until you talk.
Anyhow, I'm gonna go.
Okay. Well,
Anyway,
that was,
thanks for having me on.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you coming on. Where can people find you? Dang. Okay. All right. Well, you can find him at Flying Rich on YouTube. You can find him on Instagram at flyingrich_official. And basically find him anywhere on Flying Rich. But on YouTube, it's Flying Rich all in one. If anybody needs free 3D files, they can find them on Odyssey at the Gatalogs, printable frames and receivers. Yeah, the Gatalog. Mic check one. Hello, this thing on. It's heckin' lame and pissing me off that this company is being so shit. Which company? There's a few companies I could think of right now, I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like when I call my ghost phone with my ghosted ghost phone by payphone. Good night, all. I go to bed. Good night, Chuck Norris Gun Club. Let's see. Yeah, and check out things like Control Pew. Just kind of all over the place. Honestly, I'm not much of a printer. I support printing. I have supported a lot of people that come on and are printers, but I just hadn't really gotten into it myself. The best thing about all those alphabet agencies is that they can all kiss my ass. I don't have to keep them separated. Echo, echo, echo. Yeah. Glad I ate my mushrooms tonight. LOL. Just kidding. Of course. It's fine now. He said it's fine now. Echo is gone. Yeah, I know. Are we cool yet? As well as on Odyssey. Yeah. Good night, Andy Lipsco. Lipsco. Yeah, man. It's been kind of crazy. It's been a crazy thing. Um, yeah, no, I was trying to read. I was trying to read it like you know, because I want to read it, but no, I mean, we're totally good. Like I love you guys. I hadn't watched the video or anything, but I know where you guys stand, and I know that you guys support him, and I think uh, um, I think we all support him. Um, all right, it is 12:59 Eastern Standard Time, so I'm going to jump off, but a couple of things that I'll leave you guys with. Um, if you do want one of the brand new PW patches, and it is important to note again, woo, good gravy, all these lumens, that they do glow in the dark. The PW patches are available. Um, I was saying that they're available on Instagram, but all you do is PayPal me $10 to the darkest mavis at gmail.com. That is the darkest mavis at gmail.com. Hopefully that's correct. Um, you can also support the channel by going to, you can also support BWE and the channel by going to bwefirearms.bigcartel.com, picking up shit like the tactical shit pouch. If you don't know, um, after or as Richard Hoffman is recovering from cancer, as he still is, he has to carry an actual tactical shit pouch on himself where his poop goes, and in honor of him and his denim shop apron, we made this. It is a fanny pack that you can wear like crossbody style. Now I stuffed it full of shite just to kind of give it that kind of pack. But look inside. There's another little pocket that says BW Firearms, which is dope. This was designed by my head coordinator of apparel, uh, who did an excellent job. And what's the regalia? Regalia is the name. So here's some of our regalia tactical ship pouch. Click that stamp is a little off centered, but maybe that's what they're going for, I guess. Um, and that's bwefirearms.bigcartel.com. On his left side, my dad has one. That was my left side. It just may be backwards because the camera is inverted. You can also go to glowies.bigcartel.com, and we got a whole bunch of gear up there. We got the Wanna Bang shirt, which is probably our most popular. And pretty soon we're going to have our THC on there, which is our tactical hip carrier. It will be a Glowies fanny pack. I don't want to call it a fanny pack. I'll call it a dad sack. How about that? In the long run, this is just going to make Crump a better, more cautious journalist than he already is. Absolutely. Totally agree. Um, maybe not for him, but for me, it's a laugh. Hell yeah. Oof. um, he'll be good. There's There's no way, even though this happened, there is no way that we could ever take back from what he has given to the community, all the positive journalism, all the heads up, all I mean, all the information. Like he has done so much for the community, and I mean like the freedom community, right? The people that are truly out here, like for the cause, for the fight against bullshit and tyranny, and he is part of that group. He's helping lead that group. So I support him 100%. Even if he and others make mistakes, that's life, man. You know how many fucking mistakes I make on a consistent basis? I mean, shit, dude. I'm a husband. I'm a father. And I constantly make mistakes, and I will continue to make mistakes, and so will he, and so will others. And I if Crump gets arrested, I might protest or something. Fuck yeah, man. I was in LGS and dude came in. I was in a local gun shop and dude came in looking to transfer a Uzi from the Hoff. Thought it was cool to see some random dude near me getting from BWB. So cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. Tactical hip carrier, aka the THC bag. Yeah, if that one doesn't get you a few stops from the local Leos, then I don't know what will. You can't stop the signal, and he is truly part of that signal. Absolutely, man. It's all about freedom. It's all about just yes, we do have a Discord and Night Strike. As long as you are okay with extremely crude humor and light racism, then you will fit in just fine. Um, you just made it sound like getting married and having a kid was a mistake. You know, if I could change things, no, I'm just kidding. I love my family. You know, being without my family for this last like 24 days, yes, it's been like 24 days, um, has taught me a lot. And I've realized how important they are and how at times the things that you are around the most and the things that you spend the most time doing, you start to take for granted and you stop valuing as much as you should. And, you know, I got a 4-year old, right? And I got a beautiful wife that I really don't deserve, that's way too attractive for me. And, yeah, I need to make sure that I focus on the most important things first. And that's being a husband, a father, and then everything else, right? Because I sit here and at the end of every single stream, I tell you guys, I say, be kind, right? I say to live a life of care, contribution, compassion, give to others, and contributing to others when you're in a time of need is like that's the true measure of a man, right? And then I turn around and though I believe I'm committed to living a life of care, compassion, contribution, kindness, I don't always provide those things to my family. And I've had a big awakening with more clarity, and I'm finally going to be able to see my daughter tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. And seeing my wife and daughter tomorrow is going to be really, really exciting. Um, so yeah, there may be some nights where I'm like, hey, you know what? I can't go live tonight, or I can't have a show, or I need to reschedule a guest, or whatever. But it's because I'm putting the most important things first. It's because I love them and because I want you guys to be able to spend time with your families and love on your families too. Embrace the family, bro. Best thing you got in this world. I know it, man. I know it. So during this time, we're sitting here, we're talking about all this shit. Right now, we're talking about conflict between people that are all within the same freedom community, right? When we are literally in the middle of a silent war where a shot has not been fired, where we have people fighting for mandates. We have people fighting against mandates. We have our freedoms and liberties being encroached on a consistent basis. We have the fear of everything just stopping and shutting down right in front of us. Okay, but Dark, what if the glow is all the family I have? Then we will be here for you because we love you. And you never know what could happen because anything could happen. That's very true. You got to live in the moment, right? If you're with your family, then be with your family. If you're on a stream, be on a stream. If you're working on your business, work on your business. If you're whatever it is, focus on what you're focusing on. Be committed to what you're doing during that time. And that's the best advice that I can give you, right? Because if you're with your family and you're on the phone, if you're, you know, on a stream and, have distractions, if you're working on business and getting distracted with other shit, it's like, you know, the most important thing is for you to pick something and stay committed. Spend that committed time on those things. And if that's your family, then when you're with your family, excuse me, then make that be your one and only thing that you're doing. You are with your family. That's it. Fuck your phone, fuck your distractions, fuck the TV, fuck all that shit. You're with your family. And so on and so on and so on. Because multitasking is a myth. It is a lie. It doesn't exist. I don't care what anyone says. Multitasking just means that you're doing several things poorly. So focus on what's important to you. Uh, the glow is the our community. It's kind of a play on the whole glowies thing because everyone is a Fed. Everyone's a Fed. Words before bullets. Yeah, that also makes sense. Um, so I'll tell you guys as I normally do: be kind, live a life of care, contribution, compassion, give to others. The true measure of a man is when he contributes to others when he is going through struggles himself, right? Bless others, you'll be blessed. That's just how the world works. It's how our creator works. And never give up the fight. Always stay in the fight. Always, always keep the signal going and make sure that no matter what, that you're down for the cause. Um, like Jay Stark style. Um, the end is near, beware. I would categorize that as one thing, although touche, touche, my friend. Um, Lastly, I'll tell you guys as you're living your life of kindness, care, compassion, and contribution, also make sure that you are becoming highly skilled in violence because we all know that good people, highly skilled in violence, are the only thing that could stop evil and become as dangerous as you possibly can be. Be safe and be dangerous. And with that, I'll leave you guys the last few things. If you want a PWEDC patch, they are here. They are available. They do glow in the dark. They are fucking awesome. And you just have to PayPal $10 to thedarkestmavis@gmail.com, and I'll send them to you. Send it friends and family. Don't put any notes in there because they will can my ass like that, especially if they saw my YouTube. Um, and if you want to support BWE Firearms, and the channel, then go to uh, bwefirearms.bigcartel.com, or you could go to glowies.bigcartel.com. And I think our old shop is still open, which has a lot of cool things in it, which is Glowies PX, like Postal Exchange, .bigcartel.com. And yes, fight for your right to party. And there was one other thing I was gonna say. I can't remember. Um, oh, and of course, I do have the affiliate link with JSD. I also have the affiliate link with HCM Holsters. If you have not checked out HCM Holsters, 100%. Like they're top freaking tier Kydex. I've never seen Kydex work like they are doing, and it's nuts. So go check them out. HCM holsters. I have the link. I'll post it real quick just before I go. Do. Oh, come on, you son of a gun. All right, this is going to take a second. Hold up. All right, so I got the other joint right here. It keeps now because I have it's through the same thing, but it's for different here we go. Hold up. How are there ads on my shit still, man? Come on, really? Hold up, sorry. All right. I don't know how they can do this shit, man. How they can be like, "Oh, you're demonetized, but we're still gonna put ads on your shit." Like, dude, that's fucking horse shit, bro. All right, hang on. I almost got the other one. Boom. Okay, got this one. Boom, 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 boom. I guess these are pretty easy to remember. I could remember them if I chose to. Hold up. How are there ads on my shit still, man? Come on. Sorry. Good night, all you guys. I love y'all. If you want to support the channel, you can hit the affiliate link for JSD Supply. You can hit the affiliate link for HCM holsters. If you're looking for dope ass Kydex, that's where to go. If you're looking for anything related to, oh, and you can use code DARK for both of them to save money and free shipping and all that shit. And let's remember, Team Crump. Let's support Crump. I mean, this has got to be a very challenging time for him when his credibility and his integrity is being challenged and he didn't do anything intentionally. We need to come together as a community and be there for him and show him what what a real community can do in supporting each other. So I love y'all. Take it easy. Night night. Keep your beehole tight. Yeah, I'll be there, Truth Seeker. Shoot me an email, thedarkestmavis@gmail.com. I have no problem with meeting random strangers in person. I think. Now that I said that out loud, I don't know. Love y'all. Be safe. Be dangerous. Keep that thing on you.